Good morning, beautiful. I hope that you are well rested, ready to begin your day. It's your daily insight on life and love for April 27th, 2021. Also being timeless, so wherever you're catching it, could be relevant, it could be fun, it could be dandy, it could be a lot of things. However, it could also not make sense. So whatever the case, don't force it to fit. If it doesn't, let it fall away. Ask questions about booking a session. If it does resonate, awesome. Ask questions about booking a session or just say something in the comments. Definitely say hello and let me know where you are in the world. We're going to kick this reading off with regular Rider Waite, and it looks really positive, but also requires that we look at our BS. That's right, I said it. Boom. Look at what we're kicking this off with. I know you're feeling trapped, disempowered, all those things, but you want to know what? You're your own boss. It's time for a reality check. What are you dealing with these people? What are you dealing with these voices? Right, I see that this feeling of being trapped is not you actually being trapped. It's actually old ghosts of voices haunting, it's everything that told you that you couldn't in your life. Whether or not these people are alive or crossed over, it doesn't even matter. It's just, these are people who couldn't in their life, so therefore you can't in your life, which is a load of garbage. And it's time that you call that out for what it is and dissolve that bad boy. Listen, nobody can live your life for you in this one. Not even remotely, not even a little bit. They can walk alongside you, but they're not going to be able to look through your eyes. So it's time to get rid of the excuses. Whatever your hangups are, the coulda, woulda, shouldas, stop shoulding on yourself in this. It's not serving you. And if anything, it's making you kind of close down, close off. And it's not going to get you the recognition that you want. Your happiness is on the other side of this stress, this pain, this pressure. Oh my God. So we have the full moon in Scorpio, I think, and this is known as the pink moon. A lot of release happening. We're still in dark mother energy. And so this is a lot of insecurities that are coming to the table, a lot of pressure coming to the table, but it's all coming up to be dissolved. And this past weekend that we just felt was the height of the compression of all of these energies, which is now being released. And in this full moon energy, you can count on everything that is not meant for you being released and disrupted in your life. So get comfortable being uncomfortable, because this discomfort is going to pass like you wouldn't believe. It's going to be just washed away. If you could believe that. It's a slow tide, I'll give it that. It's going to take a day or 2 or 5, but it's happening. You have this massive life, this massive new chapter, and everything taking off. And now it's just like getting there. It's like, okay, what do I have to do? Now, I do life coaching as well. So I like to break this down into manageable steps. What do you have to do to get to your destination that you're looking for on this one? Great. So some people have to do this, that, and the other thing. Great. That's overwhelming in itself. And you know what? That's when we start to procrastinate. That's when we have to actually look at the baby steps and then break those down into microscopic steps. The detail is in your daily routine. So at this point in time, I want you to look at your daily routine and see what you have the ability to change in that. That could be something as simple as drinking a little bit more water. Yeah, all of that. So this feels like everything is definitely coming together, but you got to push through this barrier of fear. So here we are with that. I really want you to take control over the authority of your life. There's so many things that are watching you that need you to pull through on this. Look at that. You have no idea how you going through this and paving a new way is going to be encouraging somebody else who maybe isn't there yet. Your movement is encouraging. And I know that you are being inspired by somebody who has been in your similar position before. So look, we have the beginning and ends of celebration here. Look at this. This is a massive commitment that you are making to yourself, not only to yourself, to your life, and everyone else that is flowing through it. Now, if you're looking at this in a romantic prospect, then this looks like a heavy sort of commitment that's coming into play. But I'm going to pull back on that in this reading. I really feel like this is a life change that has to happen for you, and it's not necessarily romantic. You may fall completely head over heels in love with your life, which is always cool. But you want to know what? Sometimes we just need to stay in the life path. So, my dearest, this is going to be a postcard from a loved one who has crossed over or from a main spirit guide. I want you to listen with an open heart and an open mind. Don't overthink it. And again, if it doesn't resonate, do not force this to fit. So, we are gathering our magic to help you celebrate your, I'm going to bring it down, new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of your life and getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside you from a primal place? The form of what you are growing has yet to take shape. It is exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. Wait, and it's exciting. Okay, so I read it weird. What are you going to do? You know, when I do these on the mini reads, I have to get it done in a minute. So I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And it's not always going to be exactly what I read on here because I'm speed reading and I'm not perfect. It's normal to feel both push and push back when, see, in the mini read, I said pull back. Push and push back when entering in any new kind of relationship. It's okay to admit you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive in and allow a new version of your life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life, Spirit. You've made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we are so excited to see where all of this will take you. We are so proud of you. Love, Spirit. In case you want to pause and read. That's so funny. Okay. Not feeling that one yet, but I do know that that will be here. Maybe that one, maybe the mini reads are really going to take off in this one. Okay. You, my dear, have paved the way in this entirely new route in life. Don't pretend that it was luck. It wasn't luck. It was divine orchestration. If you think that this was just being at the right place at the right time, first off, that in itself is divine orchestration. But to marginalize it so poorly is just no. So it took you a lot of work to get here, a lot of mental clicking into place, a lot of things that you had to work out for yourself. Do not pretend this is coming out of nowhere. And you want to know what? It's not just luck. Yes, you are paving a new way. Yes, it's going to take even more work to get through here, but the hardest part is over. The realization and breaking through that first step, oh yeah, that is the scariest part. I think everyone can agree that anticipation is the most nerve-wracking part. And if you're looking at it in a positive sense, it's the most exciting part. But here we are. This is new. It's going to continue to be new. New is actually going to be really good. It's not that the past was old and inferior. It's just there needs to be a change, and here we are. This is the change you've been waiting for, and it's time. So you have the stamina to get through this. Anything that you are seeing as a potential weak link in your chain or a potential downfall, I want you to look at it as how you can make it your strength. What do you know about it to make it a strength? Now, the best thing about this is it's not an enemy and it's not unknown. This is something that is discovered. This is something that is very much part of you. You are not your own enemy in this. The unknown is not the enemy. It is the puzzle piece that you got to work out. You got to figure out where it goes. So there's that. All right. The to be fair, the never-ending story, the regeneration. So the stories that you tell about yourself are what's going to be remaining constant. What stories are you telling about yourself? Are you a victim? Are you a survivor? Are you perseverant? This is saying what you're stepping into is going to ring very true about the stories that you are telling. And with this, are you going to deal with, God, a fresh start? Or are you going to try and stick with something that you can't stay with? Look at this. You look at this. We have the fortune cookie, which has nope on it. And you know what? If we look at the deck of Wisdom of the Oracle, the not for you is the one that has the fortune cookie with the nope. Are you going to stick with something that is not meant for you, or are you going to embark on a new journey? You can't stay stuck in this situation. Your life is meant to change. So the here and now, where is it? Yeah, see? Look at that. It's blurry, isn't it? It says nope. Go ahead and look it up online. Nope. And then we have this here. Nope, nope. Whole lot of nope going on there. And then we have the one with the egg. Why am I just seeing this now? Where's the egg? I want the egg. Give me the egg. Nope, nope, nope. This is, there's peace. I think that's it, yeah. The life that you're stepping into is going to involve a lot of surrender, and the surrender is going into peace. So which are you going to choose? Are you going to choose the momentary discomfort and upset in your life and the grand upheaval, or are you going to try and stick in something that is not meant for you? Now, for some of you, this is a chess game, you know, and you have to remain like 5 steps ahead. They say the best players are always 5 steps ahead of their opponent. Great, grand, wonderful. Not in the game of life. You are not trying to beat out anyone else. You have no control over anyone else. This is a life that is solely meant for you. You have to be in the moment with yourself, and it's completely envisioning a future that you are calling into this now moment. That's all you have control over. Your life, not anyone else's. So are you going to pick the pain of the past, or are you going to pick the pain of discipline and getting you into this new future? It's going to take one of those dedications, and I do see that you will be fulfilling that one. But I really feel like most of you are going to be gearing towards the new, the unfamiliar. The unfamiliar feels beautiful for this. It has you on high alert. It has you looking through everything with a fine-tooth comb. And this is, well, it's coming together. I'm at a loss of words with this. I do blame you. Really, this is your fault in the best way possible. All right, so not feeling like I should be looking at the archetype cards. So just check the timestamps on those and see which ones reign true for you. They do involve love. Some involve life. I love that when I'm doing your session, that there's these little news blips that pop up, so you'll see my head cocked to the side. What's going on in the world? Well, I got to tell you, I'm not focusing on that at the moment. All right, so this is what we have, and this is what we are looking forward to. So, Spirit, for the viewer watching this, why is all of this happening now, aside from the no-duh idea that a part of your life is closing off and you've ended a chapter? Isn't that always the case? You have to discover your own power and start sticking up for yourself. That's the why behind this. You have to start sticking up for this life. This has a lot of masculine energy inside of it. So this looks like you're balancing out your divine masculine. And that's all about authority. We have 2 kings going on here. 2 kings. 2 kings. Look at this. Masculine energy. I don't give a crap about the gender. It doesn't even matter. This is getting in touch with the masculinity. You, despite exterior circumstances, have to remain emotionally stable and grounded. That is your best foot forward. Don't let yourself become upset by the situation. You can get upset in the moment. Do not react. It is a trigger point which is teaching you something about what you need to heal inside of yourself. Nobody else has control over your emotions. Even if they are trying to trigger you, this is not something that needs to be responded with. You can disengage it as much as you can and walk away. But stand your ground, do it groundedly. And also, if you realize that something is trying to engage your emotional upset, you know, see it for what it is and pull out of it. Okay. What is there to avoid in this scenario, Spirit? Spirit. Can you tell I've been talking a lot today because I'm tripping and following? Just to emphasize my point right now, tripping and falling over my words. When I talk too much, this happens. But I love it. Guys, all these amazing new sessions that you have been booking, you amazing new clients, my wonderful reoccurring clients, I love you all so dearly. It is such a blast to get into this new chapter with you. I want you to know that I'm 100% there for you. I love holding space for you, and it's such a joy to get to know you. Look, what do you have to look forward to? New connections, new opportunities, new collaborations. Ooh, lots of work ahead. Getting rid of the disaster. Ooh, Lover's card. We have the Emperor. Very slow healing, and we're very slow healing from the past. I feel like this is something that has a very childish energy around it, but we also have the Lovers. So this is divine opportunity, divine moment, and it's a lot of Gemini energy. So this might be dealing with the time frame, which would make sense because we're in Dark Mother energy until the middle end of June, and that's Gemini time. And we have the Emperor here, so emphasizing the need of exerting your authority and actually finding your voice. So until then, it's going to be rocky. It really is. And I know that this is kind of similar in the same vein to what seems like yesterday's reading, if I'm not mistaken. Too many cards just fell out, so I'm reshuffling them in. All right, so this is what you have to look forward to. What else? We're going to look at, come on. We're going to look at love and life path, because that's what I'm feeling Branch to do right now. So love, there is a ending of a chapter and an enlightenment that's coming in, and it also feels like a love, you want to, God, I really need to stop doing that, because not everything is love in a personal connection. We're looking at a ascending connection, whether it's love or not. And it's also involving enlightenment and spiritual awakening. I do feel like this is a connection that is going to trigger that, and it's something that is going to be as, well, not as within, so without. It's knowing when to speak and knowing when to be silent. And we have the Merkaba, which is emphasizing the spiritual awakening. And then we have a new offer that is being gifted through the Knight of Pentacles. So this is earth energy around it. And I feel like there's a lot of earth energy in this to begin with. This is going to be slow moving energy. It is an investment. And ooh, we have an Ace of Cups, which is overflowing of love and happiness. So whatever this is, regardless, it is going to be joyful. It's going to be loving. It's going to be happiness. If this is romantic, it looks really beautiful. And we have the Lover's card to go along with it. If this is just a platonic and soul-bound connection, then this is going to be one of the most deeply understood connections where, regardless of love or not, this is deeply psychically connected. It's emotional compassion. And it's something that is really making a strong sense of tribe in it. So whoever this is, awesome. And welcome the new with that. So if we're looking at this not in love, and we're looking at it as a life path, let's see. If this is strictly life path and change, what do you have to look forward to? Ace of Cups. Your cup runneth over, peace. And then calmness. something that is not overwhelming, getting the monkey off your back. We are not going to be controlled. You get a newfound sense of freedom, and that is also bringing about this amazing sense of happiness. No matter what you're looking at in this reading, it is your joy, it is your love, it is your happiness, and it is so worth it. All the work that you've done, this breakthrough that you're having, and all the changes that come with it, the momentary discomforts will pass. In the grand scheme of things, it's beautiful. It's an amazing journey. I'm very excited for you. And you know that this doesn't end at midnight. This is a projection of your future based off of current circumstances and the choices you're making, and if you follow this path. And if you have questions about booking a session, you can reach out the email address below, and you can find me on any social platform to DM me. Your individual storyline will always be more detailed, in-depth, and intense. So I really hope that this made sense. I hope that you have a phenomenal day. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and just know how greatly you are loved and appreciated. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. All right, beautiful. You know the deal. Think of a loved one who has crossed over. If you can't think of anybody, it's fine. It's going to be from your main guide. So listen with an open heart and an open mind. All right. We are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring? Well, doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside you from a primal place? The form of what you're growing has yet to take shape. It's exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and pull back when entering in any new kind of relationship. It's okay to admit that you really don't know what to expect, that you can know that it's time to dive in and allow for a new version of your life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life, Spirit. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we're so excited to see where all this will take you next. We're so proud of you. Love, Spirit. All right, so I know that it looks like you've been facing challenge after challenge and defeat and feats and new feats and highness, and you've been feeling all the polarities. I got it. But there's a reason behind this. What stories are going to be true about you and be true for you? What stories are you telling about where you are now and where you're going? Is it a story of defeat? Is it a story of breakthroughs, of miracles? What are you going to tell the story of? You're closing off this chapter, and there's a new one that's taking shape that has yet to be fully developed. You're the person who's got to develop that story, and it's going to be made into a reality based off the stories that you tell about yourself, your situations, your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions, all of that. So be mindful of the words that you're saying. It's coming true, and I want it to be a story of enlightenment, of healing, of perseverance. You're worth all of it. I hope that made sense. The right love, the right lover, the right connection is not going to be one where you have to beg for attention, where you have to beg for validation, where you have to give all of yourself away to it, give your power of choice. To give your love to another person and to have it be met back does not mean that you have to suffer for it. Love lifts you up, it builds you up, and this is going to be something where you have to discover, is this something that's making you feel small and defenseless and the world is crashing down on you? Or is this something that is going to make you invigorated and full of light and life and progressive forward? Is this something that is easy as breathing? Now, this isn't to say that relationships aren't work, but the correct relationships are not going to be ones that break you down and make you feel like you're nothing. So I hope that this made sense. You deserve the best love. Hey, you're doing something new. You're creating a new path in life. You are breaking some sort of crazy habit. Fine and dandy. But don't pretend that this is just sheer luck and by the skin of your teeth. This took deliberate thought, took deliberate steps, and it took concentration. It took a lot of work on your part to get to this point, to have this breakthrough. And I do see that while it was all that work, it was also you and surrender. It is a fine line between that hard work and surrender. And I do feel like you are choosing this breakthrough path for yourself that has a lot of amazing results, but do not pretend like it was just luck. You've done the work for this, you've earned it, and you are going to continue to do it. This is a non-stop road, baby. So I hope that that made sense. The end does not justify the means. There's no corners to be cut. There's no shortcuts at all. We do not lack integrity in this one. There's nobody who is weak that needs to be taken advantage of. There's nobody that had better be taken advantage of in this one. If this is something where you see an opportunity, I want you to jump on it, but make sure it's done for the right reasons. This isn't to look at somebody's weak point and expose it and exploit it. This is a perfect time to strengthen what your motives are and move on those, not at the detriment of somebody else. And I don't see that this is going to be a problem for you, but keep your eye out for these situations, whether it's you or the opposing party. I hope that that made sense. This is going to be best suited and done with integrity, and it's going to have the best outcome, even if it involves a little bit more work. I know you're exhausted, but stay the course. Stay safe, have fun.